What nickname seemed sweet as a kid, but hit different when you got older? So growing up, everyone in my family called me Mittens. My mom, dad, both brothers, even my grandma. It was constant Mittens. Come eat, Mittens. Clean your room, where's Mittens? I just assumed it was a quirky little pet name. I mean, I liked cats, and I had tiny hands as a kid, so I figured it was something sweet about that. I even had a onesie with cat mittens sewn on it that I wore into elementary school. My lunchbox said Mittens. I had no reason to question it. It was just me. The nickname stuck all through childhood and into my teens. Teachers at parent night would call me Mittens because that's what my parents wrote on my lunch containers. I didn't mind. I thought it was unique. At sleepovers, my friends would tease me about it, but I just shrug it off. It's just what my family calls me. But deep down, I always kind of wondered why. There was no origin story, no cute moment that kicked it off. It had just always been. I remember one day in 7th grade, my older brother brought a friend over, and the friend heard my mom call out Mittens. Dinner, he paused and asked my brother, "Why do you call her that?" My brother just grinned and said, "It's a long story." Then they both started laughing. I was like, "What? What's funny?" But they waved me off. Nothing. It's just a cute name. I dropped it, but it stuck in my head for years. Fast forward to high school. I'm a sophomore, and we're doing this icebreaker activity in Spanish class where we have to share our childhood nicknames and what they meant. I proudly told the class that mine was Mittens, and that it was because I had little hands and liked cats. That's when this kid Tyler in the back snorted and whispered something to the guy next to him. The teacher didn't hear, but I did. Bet she doesn't know what that really means. It bothered me all day. I went home and Googled it. Nothing came up except, well, actual mittens. Still, it stirred something in me. I started casually asking family members about the nickname. Everyone deflected. My mom said, "You were just such a cozy baby." And my grandma said, "Your hands were so warm." But my brothers would exchange these smug looks and crack up when I brought it up. Then, 2 Christmases ago, I finally found out. I was 24 and home for the holidays. We were doing our usual gift exchange, and I got a big box from my dad. Inside, a brand new pair of fuzzy mittens with a note that just said, "Full circle." Everyone burst out laughing. I smiled awkwardly and asked, "Okay, seriously, what's the deal with this nickname?" My dad held up his hands like, okay, it's time you knew." And my mom covered her face, already laughing. So apparently, when I was a newborn, I had this weird obsession with my hands. I'd always be chewing on them, sucking my fingers to the point where they were red and raw. They tried giving me pacifiers, teething rings, nothing worked. But what did work? Putting baby mittens on me. Except I hated them. I would scream and cry and throw full tantrums trying to pull them off. One night, they caught it on video. Me in my crib, growling like a gremlin, struggling to yank off the mittens. But here's the thing. I'd only manage to pull one off. Then I'd stare at it like I'd conquered the world, chew my hand until I passed out, and wake up the next day furious the other mitten was still there. This happened for weeks. My brothers were obsessed with it. They started calling me the Mittens Monster. Over time, it just shortened to Mittens. The name stuck even after I stopped wearing mittens. It became a joke. Anytime I threw a fit as a kid, they'd say, "Uh-oh, someone's missing a mitten." When I got older and had a short fuse, my dad would text me mitten emojis. When I had my first breakup in college and came home crying, my grandma actually handed me a pair of mittens like it was a tissue box. I thought it was sweet. She was trolling. Now I look back at every family holiday, every birthday, every moment someone called me Mittens, and I can see the inside jokes happening in real time. My brothers giving each other side eyes, my dad cracking up while I opened mitten-themed presents. And I can't even be mad, because honestly, I was a dramatic, mitten-hating little gremlin. And now, every time I wear gloves or warm up my hands in winter, I think about that nickname and laugh. My boyfriend calls me it now, too. He doesn't know the full story. I just told him it's because I have warm hands. Maybe I'll tell him the truth one day. But for now, let him think it's adorable, just like I did.